every day. All right, that's the big picture. But you can't see the big picture if you think you the picture. All right? If you think you the whole picture, you can't see the big picture. All right? So I got to get you to understand that you're only just a part of you're just a piece of the big old puzzle that we're trying to do. Are you with me? Yeah. All right? And so when Paul is laying this out and he's working with the church in Rome, he's getting the first thing he's really getting them to understand and really walk about, okay, how you need to see yourself, all right, and how God has dealt with all of us a measure of faith, all right, and then God is the giver of the gifts, not you don't just go pick what you want. Like I said last week, boy, if I could pick what I want, y'all be in trouble. I'll be a bad singer. See, God knew not to give me the gift of being able to sing, all right, because I might be kind of dirty, you know what I'm saying? I may be kind of all up in myself because, you know, I can blow like that. What? Oh, no, you know, hey, yeah, yes, and yes. I'd be some kind of, you know, I mean, I would. You know those people that can sing, they always sing, you'd be like, man, just be quiet for a minute. Yeah, I'll be that one. I'll be that one. So, hello. You know, I couldn't even speak without singing. You know, I mean, I'm just that way. Okay, but the giftedness, all right, that gift that you have is just one part of the whole in the body. Okay, all right, and so now how you handle your gifts is an example how you have been a demonstration for God's good and perfect will. Does that make sense? Okay? All right, we worked on that last week. Y'all know I was making fun of Donna last week. Y'all remember? See, some of y'all that wasn't here last Wednesday, y'all didn't get it on Sunday when we were talking about that. Everybody fell out laughing about Donna. All right, but that's what we were talking about. Donna has that gift of encouragement and that gift of hospitality, and we talked about, you know, you come in and she, hey, you know, she scare you sometimes a little bit, you know, kind of make you a little scared. Hey, how you doing, baby? Ooh. I'm like, you know, really, like bring it down, just give me just a little bit, hold it up just a little bit. Ooh, she been on some good coffee. You know, but that's, you know, that's her, you know, that's it. But she has a gift, and it's unique. Because truth be told, some of us wish we had it, you know, because it's just about her. You're like, man, she's so bubbly. All right? But look, that's her gift. All right? And can't nobody beat her being her. Okay? All right? But now, all right, if Donna's gift may not be the gift of song, all right, but if she's trying to be the gift of song, then why? She missed doing her other gift that she's really good in. Okay, and so watch. So if Donna is good in that area, okay, hey, let Donna do Donna. All right, that's Donna's spot. Okay, my spot is the gift of preaching. That's my spot. All right, Donna, you go and you encourage everybody. All right, you get them all happy when they come in. Then all right, get them in, then I'll plug in and do my thing. Okay, all right. Antonio's gift is the gift of singing. That's what he do. He get in, he do his thing. All right, Ben's gift is the gift of bass. That's what he do. Can't nobody bass like Ben. Ben, that's what he do. You know what I mean? Really, he get to doing what he do, and he's doing that, and people trying to figure out where that come from. All right? Everybody got their plug. But then when everybody is plugging in together, and we doing this thing like, hey, everybody is in their zenith moment in their gift, then it's an amazing experience that we have at worship. Does that make sense? All right, it's amazing. You'd be like, oh, man, you'd be like, everybody was on point today. Everybody was like, boom. And it just flows, okay? But then you also can tell, okay, when one ain't here. That's right. You can tell it's, all right, it's missing. And then what ends up happening is the body struggles. Does it not? Yep. It struggles, all right? So we got to understand that, all right, it is important that all the pieces realize that, hey, my gift is a part of the whole that make the whole go like it should go. All right? And so whenever we understand that and we realize that, then whenever we do that, we know that, okay, now we are being that example of what is that good, that acceptable, and perfect will of God. All right, because God's will is for his body to move in a fluid and unobstructed manner. Okay? And everybody's doing their part in the kingdom. And nobody, and I'll talk about this on Sunday, all right? All right. And what happens is everybody in every gift, when you use your gifts, all right, you should be understand that we complement each other and we don't compete with each other. Okay? And you can tell. You can tell. All right, when we're competing, we're not being a demonstration of what God's perfect will is. When we're complementing, then that's when we're being what God would have us to be. Y'all with me? We all on the same page? All right? And so that's why he spends that time talking about how one should not think more highly of himself. And then he goes into these gifts and he tells you, hey, if your ministry is teach. Teach. If it's ministry, minister. Okay? If it's prophesy, prophesy. All right? Whatever your area is, do you. And do it well. All right? Do it with your best of your ability. And that's how you should do it. Okay? All right? Okay? And look. And I didn't go here last week, but I stopped here. But what I also like about this thing is he shows that leadership is a gift. Everybody can't lead. Y'all look at me like, huh? It's a gift. He said, look, he says, he who what? Leads, all right? You should do it what? With diligence, all right? It's a part of the gift. Some folk want to lead, and they should never be leaders. They should be great followers, all right? That's the area. You ever seen somebody try to lead they can't lead? They just in the way. They're just in the way. You be like, really, really, really. They can't articulate a vision for nothing in the world. All they can say is, okay, yeah, whatever you say. I thought you were a leader. Okay? All right? And then they can't find value in people because leaders do. Leaders find value in people, and then what leaders also do, leaders know how to empower people so people can get their best value. All right? That's what leaders do. Leaders know how to encourage people. All right? That's what leaders do. Leaders do things that are just not naturally done by people. A leader can make you feel like you can run through that wall if he can lead right. All right? My brother, love him to death. My brother is not that intelligent. All right, had a learning disability and all that good stuff. But my brother had the ability. He could lead. He could lead like none other. He led me. I mean, I was a great athlete and all that good stuff. But he's the only one that could get me to that level that I need to get to. He could just lead. I mean, he could do that. I mean, I get to talking to him. I feel like, okay, I can run through that wall. All right, my mama said, leave my baby alone. All right, that boy think he can do some stuff when you leave, but he had that ability to bring stuff out of me that I didn't even know I had in me. Okay, and that's what good leaders do. But that's a gift. That's a gift. All right. Some folk that want to lead, they don't know how to give. You with me? Yeah. All right. So now watch. So as Paul is laying this, remember, he lays out verses 1 and verses 2, all right, to let you know that, okay, this is what the ideal is, all right, once you present your body, all right, and now this is how you're going to be that demonstration in these activities, all right, how you handle your gifts, all right. Then not only that, then watch, we get to verse number 9. From verse 9 through verse number 16, all right, he's going to move from how you handle your gifts to how you treat one another. Watch. From this point on, how you ought to handle yourself as a Christian. All right? Not about you quoting a whole lot of scriptures. All right? Not about what you telling folk what they ought to be doing, but how you are living out the word of God. How you're living out the will of God. How you're putting flesh on the bones of the scriptures. Okay, watch. Verse number 9. Let love be without what? Hypocrisy. What does that mean? Anybody? Without being hypocrite, but what does that mean? Talk to me. I'm slow. I don't know what that means. I say, sister, I love you so much. You know, I got nothing but love for you, but then I walk around the corner and say, I can't stand that. I mean, love. You know, love be without hypocrisy. So if I say I love you, then love ought to be shown in the way I treat you. It shouldn't be a double standard. It shouldn't be a peekaboo. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, all right. I heard her say love, but I don't see love. I see hate. So love should be without hypocrisy. So my love should be, here's the word, genuine. It ought to be sincere. It ought to be genuine. Shouldn't nobody have to guess as to if I love you or not. Shouldn't nobody have to guess. One thing I know, I'm going to be, both my Church of Christ love Rickie Harris. Y'all show it. It's not just y'all say it. Y'all show. I done seen folk ain't love folk. Okay? All right, I can tell you can tell in how people treat you. You can tell how people handle you. You can tell how people handle you. All right? When people handle you a certain way, you can tell whether they love you. You love me like you handle. If you handle me like you love me, or if you love me, you handle me with care. Yeah, you handle me with care. What? You tell me what I need to be told in a fashion by which I need to be told. We handle one another with care. What you need to know that ain't right. Have you noticed, y'all, that love make you because I love you will make me mad at you? Because if I didn't care, it wouldn't bother me. But because I love you, so there's a space in here when you go doing stuff that ain't the way it ought to be, all of a sudden that love that you have moved to anger because I'm like, I can't believe. Maybe I'm by myself. I don't know. Maybe I'm by myself. All right. So that love, when Paul is saying it, said love should be without hypocrisy. All right. There's avoid what is evil. That means what? Stay away and hate what is evil. Hate what is evil. Okay. Here it is. Here we go. Watch this. Here we go again, y'all. All right, let love be without hypocrisy. All right, hate what is evil. But watch. If I hate what is evil, then it ought to be shown that I hate what is evil. So then I ought to not entertain what is evil if I hate what is evil. Okay, just like you can love, and it can be hypocritical. You could also say you hate evil, but your whole behavior and how you handle yourself will really show that you love evil. I can't stand X, Y, and Z. But why you always over there? You don't like it? You don't like it? I'm confused. I'm confused. If you don't like it like that, I don't understand why you always doing it. Why you always around it if you hate it? All right? If I hate something, I ain't gonna be around it. Okay? So hate that, and then what? Cling to what is what? Good. Cling to what is good. So your life should be a life where you are moving constantly toward what is good and constantly away from is evil. So that should be your lifestyle. All right? And because that's my lifestyle, then all you got to do is follow. If you want to see what a Christian should look like, just walk around behind me. Because what am I doing? I'm loving without hypocrisy. All right? I'm avoiding and I'm avoiding and I'm hating evil. All right? And I'm clinging to what is good. All right? So that's the direction that you'll see me. You'll see me loving sincerely. You'll see me avoiding evil, and you'll see me going toward good. Okay? All right? So that's the way you'll see. That's the way you'll see. So if that's the way I'm going to be handling myself, then we as a body will be treating each other like that. All right? So I love without hypocrisy. I genuinely love you. All right? I avoid evil. I hate evil, and I cling to good. All right? So this is how we roll. We good? We make sense? All right? All right. Be kindly affectionate to what? One another with what? Brotherly love. Be kindly and affectionate toward one another. Be kind to each other. There's a certain way you ought to treat each other. All right? Kindly with brotherly love. Kind. You ever seen just mean people? Just mean. Just mean. All right, so here we go. Now, Margaret. All right, watch this, Margaret. That's hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, because you just cling. You still clinging. I'm confused. I'm just playing. But you ever seen people just mean? All right, just mean toward people. They just can't be nice for nothing in the world. All right? Hello, how you doing? Hi. Oh, Lord. All right? But we ought to be kind toward one another. Someone that's in need, we have a kind heart toward them. Okay? We truly show brotherly love toward one another. All right? We're sincere in our care for one another. Somebody's sick, what do? We check on them. All right? They sick, we want to know what's going on with them. All right? We try to hear. All right? And we're not just checking the box. We're not just checking the box. All right? It's a true, genuine brotherly love for them. All right? So be kind toward one another. All right? Love. All right? In honor, giving what? Preference to what? One another. So what does that mean, y'all? Talk to me about that. What do you think? Preference to one another. What does that mean? What do you think?
Regarding one another.
There you go. So look, I'm going to prefer. I'm going to prefer you over myself. Okay? I'm looking out for you before I look out for myself. All right? Because watch. Can you imagine what would happen if the whole church would prefer one over another? All right, so this is what would happen. All right, I would prefer to make sure that Michelle is good more than I prefer for myself. Watch this. She does the same thing, reciprocate. She thinks more of me for me than herself. So watch what happens. You have a whole church full of folk. Everybody is putting themselves in a lower state to build up the other person. So watch. So we're all together building one another. All right? And when you do that, you don't have nobody trying to compete against nobody else. Because what are we doing? We're all trying to edify one another. And hey, man, you need some water? Hold on, let me get you some water. No, let me get you some water. All right? Now, see what we're doing? We all trying to make sure each other is well taken care of, and we put each other in the first seat. All right, I'm gonna put you in the first seat. No, I don't want the first. I'm gonna put you in the first seat. All right, because why? I'm preferring you over me. All right, I'm being self what? Less. Yeah. Instead of being selfish. Okay. All right, so that's why. So that's what I'm saying. So look and watch what happens when you do this. When you do this, you are being a what? Demonstration of God's what? Will. Yeah. God's will is for us to not be selfish. God's will is for us to be selfless. God's will is for us to look out for the next person better than we look out for ourselves. That's why it says, bear ye one another's burdens. Yeah. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yes, sir.
I was going to say, and it's funny how that just catches on from one person to the next person. You do it. Somebody else, you're an example for the next person. Then the next person, well, I'm going to do this too.
Yeah.
And it just spreads.
It's amazing. It's amazing when you set that culture. When you set the culture of that I'm going to look out for the other person, all right? And I don't mean no harm, but I got to say this. It starts with leadership. Leadership sets the tone. It sets the tone. If you're selfish as a leader, then those who follow you will be selfish. All right? You got to set, that's the tone you got to set. All right? And so anyway, let me keep on. Yeah, I think the battery went out. I don't know. Something's going on. Yeah, the battery's low. But all right, so let's keep going. All right, so you've got this. It's the business of the church. Okay? Some of y'all be talking about, like sometimes when I be saying, man, I went too long, and y'all be, no. It's business. Okay? Yes, it's spiritual, but still there's a business aspect to it, okay? All right? You've got to make sure you handle business. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. It does. Especially between men and women. Just between the men, the brethren and the sisters. You know, they'll fall. Some brothers will fall all out if sisters are doing certain things. Ain't got nothing to do with worship. Nothing to do with worship. But if that sister's talented in an area, banking, different areas like that, and then we say, okay, she can't count. What you mean? I'm confused. You can't count. Okay? All right? So, I mean, it's a business side to church. Okay? Can I come a little closer? Can I come a little closer? Come a little closer? Denominations walk circles around us in the business area. Circles around us in business. And we sit around like wonder, well, why? What? Well, yeah. Keep on letting brother so-and-so keep doing what he do. Brother so-and-so half drunk. And y'all let him do this. And you got somebody over here that is talented, does it every day on their job. And yet see they come to church and they got to just sit there. And it has nothing to do with worship. Let me keep bringing it back. Had nothing to do with worship. Nothing to do with teaching. It just has all to do with the operations of the Lord's church. But then we say no. And we just sit and look. And so we let talent sit and not be used. But we still struggle. But because it becomes a common practice for us to operate mediocre in the business aspect. But newsflash, can I come a little closer? When you don't handle business right, it eventually affects worship. Don't pay the bills on time. Miss the light bill. Keep missing the light bill. You're going to show up Sunday, you ain't going to have no lights. Worship just got affected. I don't mean no harm. You're going to show up all of a sudden, all right, we need communion, and all of a sudden we don't have no communion cups. Because we didn't handle the business. We didn't have the business. We didn't have the business. All right? But so be not slothful in business, but fervent in the spirit. You can't be lazy in the Lord's church in the business area. You can't be. All right? Y'all do know the church is a 4-3 what? Can't hear you. 4-3 what? C. 4-3 C. You know the church has bylaws, right? The church has articles of confederation, right? That's filed in Austin, right? All right, so you just do know you all business. I'm just saying. Okay? All right. So you got to make sure bless you, baby. Be not slothful in business. Are you fervent in spirit? What? Read. You over there? Fervent in spirit. Serving what? Serving the Lord. All right? Serving the Lord. Don't be lazy. You can't be lazy. You can't do this thing and be lazy. You can't be lazy. All right, we just can't, and that's why I know some of y'all be like, he just be sometimes he just be doing too much. I do. I have high expectations. All right, because if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. I just don't believe if I'm gonna go give West Orange 112. Our motto is 112. If I'm gonna go give West Orange 112 Monday through. Well, I'm on Sunday through Sunday. All right. If I'm giving West Orange at 112, all right. Whenever I'm there, why am I gonna come to the Lord's church and give the Lord's church 85? Why am I gonna give 85? All right. So I mean, one thing about me, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. All right. If you're gonna get me, you're gonna get all of me. I'm gonna pour all in. Okay? And so that's a part of being not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, doing what? Serving the Lord. If I'm gonna serve him, I'm gonna serve him. All right? Go ahead, Eddie.
Rejoicing in hope.
Rejoicing in hope, read.
Patient in tribulation.
Patient in tribulation. What does that mean? Patient in hard times. Waiting on the Lord. All right? You just not gonna give up and run out.
Right.
Just gonna give up and run out. You know, it got a little difficult. It got a little tough. All right, first bit of toughness came all of a sudden. You shooting y'all the ghosts. Later, bye. All right, no, be patient. You gotta be. You learn steadfastness.
Right.
All right, steadfastness, patient tribulation. That's how we do this thing. Watch, by me being steadfast in tribulation, by me being patient in tribulation, what I'm doing is I'm showing I am a demonstration of God's perfect will. What did Christ do? Okay? Steadfastness. That's one thing in this generation we live in now. Don't let it get tough. Everybody want to quit. Everybody want to bail. Ooh, no, I can't believe. No, you ain't. What? Our child ain't made for this. What? You made for whatever life give you. Figure it out. Don't quit. Stay in it. Stay in the fight. All right? That's a steadfastness. Folk in the Lord's church, you got folk come to church, if they have one issue at church, they gone. They gone. I don't like how they did X, Y, and Z. Okay, well, cool. When you go somewhere else, you ain't gonna like that either. And so the church. The church. Every time somebody make them mad, they church out. Come on, man, for real. After a while, you got to just start examining yourself. All right, hey, Eddie, I got to get out of here.
Continue steadfastly in prayer.
In prayer.
Distributing to the needs of the saints.
Distributing to the needs of the saints. Come on.
Given to hospitality.
All right, what does that mean, y'all? What does giving hospitality mean? What does hospitality mean? Being hospitable, but what does that mean? Biblically, what is hospitality? Because one of the characteristics of an elder is being hospitable. What does that mean? Michelle, why you bothering her?
We both said it at the same time, open it up. So I said, stop. No, go ahead.
Oh Lord, now we gonna argue. see that? See what I'm talking about? But the when you look at the Greek and the biblical definition of hospitality, it means lover of strangers. It means lover of strangers. All right? It means that you don't have a problem reaching out to strangers, opening yourself up to strangers. Now that don't mean be foolish, okay? But a lot of people will say that, okay, I'm very hospitable and all that good stuff. All right, yeah, you're that way to people that you know. People that you don't know, all right, that may not be your gift. That may be something you have to work on. Being more open to be willing to reach out to strangers, to talk to strangers. That's something I've had to really work on. Some of y'all like, what? My wife told me, you just make friends all the time. I be walking, I be out to minding my own business. Folks want to start talking to me, and I start talking. All right? But at one point, you can ask her, I'm like, that wasn't me. I was straight anti-social. Didn't want no parts to you. None. We first got married, we go to her family events. I go sit on the back porch. I mean, it's just one of those things. I just didn't feel comfortable like that. Y'all like, what? He that way? I just didn't feel comfortable like that. That just wasn't me. All right? Large crowds and large people, I'm like, I just don't. Y'all like, what? That's what you do now. You like, well, you. But that is, I had to work on me to be able to open myself up, to be able to say, okay, I don't mind having conversations with strangers. I don't mind doing that thing because I wasn't mean. I just wasn't comfortable in that setting. Am I making sense? All right, and so but that's something you have to work on. You have to work on being hospitable. You have to work on that piece. Somebody that we don't know come in the door. All right, how do we handle ourselves? All right, do we welcome them? Do we say hello? Do we talk to them? Do we find out things about them? Do we make them feel like they belong? Or do they feel like they're a stranger? Or do they feel like they just, who all those people are? Do they feel like they was able to come in and go out and nobody said something to them? Now we know that ain't gonna happen here not long as Dawn at the door. You know what I mean? All right. But you understand what I'm saying? All right, that's what you got to be hospitable. All right, that's a part of doing what we do as Christians, being hospitable, being a lover of strangers. All right, welcoming people. All right, and not standoffish. Not standoffish. All right. Yes, sir. Keep going.
Bless those who persecute you.
All right. Now we switch. He switched. Now he shifts from how we handle each other and how we work together in the Lord's church. Now he's gonna switch here to going from how we treat one another to how we treat our enemies. Now this get kind of hard. You know, and I know I ain't by myself. All right, what about it? Read.
Bless and do not curse.
Bless and do not curse. Read.
Rejoice with those who rejoice.
Rejoice with those who rejoice.
And weep with those who weep.
I'm a little ahead of myself. Weep with those who weep. Read.
Be of the same mind toward one another.
Be of the same mind toward one another. Here we go. This is where I want to be. Go.
Do not set your mind on high things.
On high things.
But associate with the humble.
But the humble. All right, read.
Do not be wise in your own opinion.
Read.
Repay no one evil for evil.
That's where I wanted to be. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's why I said I got ahead of myself. You have to keep yourself from cursing people out that try to persecute in the church. Oh yes. Yes. That's why I said I got ahead of myself. It's this verse what I thought I was coming to already. All right, where it says repay not evil for evil. All right. And so I got a little bit ahead of myself. Verse number it shifts at verse number 19. All right, verse number 17. Yeah, verse number really starts at verse 17. All right, and so I got a little bit ahead of myself. All right, repay ye not evil for good. Read, go ahead. Your verse 17.
Have regard for good things in the sight of all men.
Right, read.
If it be possible,
Now this is hard.
as much as depends on you,
Uh-huh.
live peaceably with all men.
Like you know what? That right there. Well, that is in the church, but 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 as much as possible, live peaceful with all men. As much as in you, be peaceful. All right, we be peaceful with all people. Much as now, I tell folk all the time when we come to that verse there. Not all of us have the same thing in us. It says, as much as in you, live what? Peacefully with what? All men. Some of us have a little bit more in us to be a little bit more peaceful than some people. As much as in you, come back to it again. In you live what? So what does that mean? What does that mean? That, but what else? Huh? Do your best. There you go. Thank you so much. Do your best. As much as in you, live peace. And then watch, in some translations it says, as much as you have control, what you can control, live peaceful with all people. There are some things that's outside of your control that you can't be, that you won't allow you to live peaceful. Yes, sir.
But that's something also that you can practice.
Well, yeah.
Something that you can work on, even if you're not born with it.
That's right.
I've always been forgiving toward people, toward my enemies. I've had to work toward that. It's something that is not innate in everybody to do it, but it can be done.
That's right. Now watch what the New King James Version says. It says, if it is possible, as much as depends on you, live peacefully with all men. What, as much as I can do, that I can control. Yes, brother Hill, you go ahead. Yeah. It wasn't in you, huh? Yeah. You learn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 And like I say, and what as much as depends on you. Some things, there's some situations that will occur that you can't be peaceful in. You try everything you can, but yet and still they create a situation where you can't you can't be peaceful. They create a situation, and it don't even it doesn't, everything that I can control, I'm good, I'm doing everything, but yet and still you got some folk that They ain't gonna let peace. They ain't gonna let peace reign. They ain't gonna let peace reign. Okay. So as much as in you that you can control, they're peaceful without me. Some folk you can't be peaceful with. Now, y'all look at me like I'm straight. Y'all know that's the truth. Some folk they just ain't having it. They ain't having it. You tell them it could be a how you doing? Good morning. What's so good about it? They ain't trying to have no peace. How many of you know folk in the church that will argue just to be arguing? Just to be arguing. But we want to use this book. Why? I don't want that book. I don't like that book. Why you don't like that book? I just don't like it. Have you read it? No, I just don't like it. Why? They ain't gonna let peace ride for nothing in the world. Okay? All right, so now this is what I've been trying to get to. Verse number 19. Verse 19, where it shifts. Beloved, do not avenge yourself, but rather give place to what? Wrath. For it is written, vengeance is what? Mine. I will repay, says the Lord. Now this way y'all got to pray for me. I've gotten a lot better, but somebody do something wrong to me, I got to pray. All right, because sometimes some things, it's just me. Now I'm talking about me. You know what I mean? Me. All right? I ain't talking about God, I'm talking about me. All right? Some things I won't take vengeance on. You do something to my kids, I struggle right here now. Lord, I know you say vengeance is yours, but can I have some? I just want a little bit. The Bible says vengeance is mine, said the Lord. But ain't no buts. I know, baby. I know ain't no buts. Y'all know already. However, we'll do it that way. It's harder. This is a hard chore. It's a hard chore to not get in the place of God. It's a hard chore right here. And then watch. If that wasn't enough, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. Oh, Lord. Not poison him. Feed him. See? If he is thirsty, give him a drink. For in doing so, you will heap coals of fire on his head. See? And the Bible is right all day long. When you kill them with kindness, it's amazing the result. But in reality, that's a hard thing to do. It's a hard. That's a hard thing to do. So it's easier said than done. So it's so hard for you done did me wrong. You done did something that hurt me deeply, and then I got to give you a sandwich and watch you eat it. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But look, by doing so, what are you doing? You will be in a what? Demonstration of what's that good, perfect will of God. In doing so. But we all know, but that, whew. All these other ones, I think I can do okay. But I'm still working on it. That last one, that last one. I'm just talking about me. I'm just talking about me. Yeah, you know. I'm still working on me. I'm still working on me on the last one. On that last one now. On that last one, I'm still working on me. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Still working on me. Still working on me. And I think we all got in some situation we still working on. You know, I'm just crazy enough to tell y'all what mine is. It's still working on it. Still working on it. Still working on it. Getting past that piece of when you do me wrong. Cause see, I got this crazy. See, my home base is rejection. So I will reject you before you reject me. And if you do me, if you do me some kind of way to make me feel a certain kind of way, I'm gonna cut you. I don't have a problem cutting you off. I'll cut you. And keep right on moving. And we'll act like you ain't never been here. And good within myself. But is that the best Christian thing to do? No. That's operating in my old self. Operating in my old self. Okay, so that's what I know. That's the area I got to continue to work on and continue to open myself up to in that fashion. You do something wrong to me, do something wrong to my family. I'm like, what? Wish you would be thirsty. Wish you would be.
I try to be, in my mind, I think myself, I've evolved to be, my wife would tell me, quick, you know you nice, nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Passive. Aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm that way. You learn. I've gotten to a point that sometimes, like, you know, I know the right thing to say. You know, in a way to where you know what I'm saying. You know, but I got to work on me. So y'all pray for me. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know, because people come at you in a bad situation, and you got to be able to respond to get yourself out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, it might not be your fault, but you do something to you, make you do something detrimental to his health.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing about it is, I've been in that situation. You know, and I thank the Almighty that I read the scriptures and pray that, you know, I don't do nothing ignorant.
Yeah.
You people make you do something.
Yeah. See, you see what I've been wanting to say. You do something ignorant. You know, ignorant. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, anyway. But yes. Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. Any prayer requests tonight as we close out? Because it is 8 o'clock. Yes, sir.
Pray for my brother, the one, he's sitting in the back,
Yeah.
in the hospital.
What?
Yeah, they rushed him to the hospital Sunday night.
Oh, yeah, we sure will be praying for him. Sister, go ahead, sister. All right. Yes, ma'am. Brother, Donna? Yeah, we'll pray for her. Okay. Oh, Brother Curtis.
Please pray for me and my family. Also, a friend of the family, she's 19, her name TK. She had a stroke.
Oh, wow.
She can't walk, talk, see, anything has to do like emergency or brain.
Yes, most definitely, most definitely. Oh, brother, Sister Rhonda, yes, ma'am.
I am going out of town for a nursing conference in the morning, so I'll be with your friend
Okay, okay.
in the morning. So.
All right. Oh, Michelle, there you are. Yes.
Wanted to let everybody know mom's surgery went well. She's
Awesome.
recovering very well. I mean, she is just going through it amazing. She's not in a lot of pain.
Good.
Up, moving around. Continue to pray for Dad because he wants to help through everything. And also pray for me. I'm making some decisions on my job, and so just pray that I make
Okay.
the right move.
Yes, yes. Yes, Sister Harris.
We have some friends that will be traveling this way to come visit, so just pray that safe trip here.
Yeah. Terry be traveling also. So yeah, pray for Terry. He'll be coming in this weekend too. So pray for everybody. All right. Well, thank y'all for coming. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I tried my best tonight. Brother Campbell, can you close us up with a word of prayer?